Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hi! This is very speeded up because otherwise we'd be here for an hour. And I'm going to be using toilet roll. Yeah, toilet roll. I'm going to do paper mache. I haven't done this in ages. And something came to my attention recently and it got me. So I decided to write a little story. And I hope you enjoy it. But first off, I'm going to say what I'm doing, which is I doodled some little faces on just a piece of watercolour paper that I'd just been using as scrap. And I decided I was going to make some masks. Because we've all come across these kind of people that wear many faces. Usually it's just the two-faced, but this one's got lots. So I thought I'd write a little story. It's a bit moralistic, but it kind of makes sense. But so far I'm going to use glue and water and making it as a paste. And I'm just going to tear up some tissue, toilet roll, or as I call it, loo roll, or bog roll, common, bog roll. And use it as a base to build a face on these masks. Now, I did do the water and glue and paint it onto the toilet roll, and on one mask I used it as a like a wallpaper paste. I made it into a gloop to build upon. I'm not sure I like that one. I prefer doing the build up, I think, using the tissue as layers. And I got very sticky. I got really sticky. But it was so fun. I really enjoyed making these. It was hard to keep hold of them because they're so small. But I kind of think these will go into the apothecary's attic. So I decided to make a little wall to go with it. See, I did a poll and there's 3 options, and the apothecary, I have to say that slowly because I never say it right if I do it fast. The apothecary attic was the one that won. So I am doing little bits and bobs to put into this attic. I mean, not all of it will go in, probably just one mask to put up on the wall. But I think I'm gonna do a live soon. I did do a question to the members, and I asked whether I should do a members only live or put it out to everybody. So I think I'll put it out to everybody because I want to do like a brainstorm. See what to put in this attic. What kind of things can be hidden inside this attic. I've already got a base idea, but I just thought it'd be nice to involve everybody and see how I can develop it. It's going to take a long time because I've got to make an attic for a start, and then we've got to make all the bits to go in it, and maybe a story to go with it. We shall see. That'll be up to whoever's in the live chat, I suppose. So yeah, I'm still building up, and you can see it's all sticking to me. I'm a mess. I'm an absolute mess. It's just sticky everywhere. It's like being at school. You're just building up and building up. Noses I found really hard. And you probably recognise the idea of these masks, as in from the mask. That is kind of the idea I went with, making them out of wood. Making them look like wood. And they will look woody. That makes no sense. I do apologise. Oh God. Today is the Thursday train, and there will be Dave, Janice, not Julie this week, she poorly, and Adrian and Corey. Oh, and me. I forgot me. Oh dear. I'm surprised I remember who's in it, to be honest. I'm terrible. So please check out the playlist below, and whoever's next will be linked in the Premier chat. So please support your awesome sauce. And thank you to my members, my subscribers, old and new. You are brilliant, and I appreciate you all. That will come up. Your names will come up soon. I'm a bit previous because I've already done the story before I've done this bit of chat. I am doing everything backwards. But you can see here, this is where I'm using the gloop to try and build up, and it's very wet, very sticky, very gloopy. The story will be called The Many-Faced Man. Now, this does not reference anyone in particular. Maybe. Doesn't even reference a man. Maybe. It's just something that got into my head, and I decided I needed to get it out of my brain because it was driving me nuts. So, I hope you enjoy the story. If it's a little bit too moralistic, I apologise. But here we go. Long before the valley knew him as the Many-Faced Man, he had another name. It was a simple name, spoken with fondness by the people who once knew him. He had not always hidden behind masks. Once, he only had one face, and it was an honest one. In those early days, he was a man who tried very hard to be good. If someone was grieving, he listened. If someone was lost, he guided them. If someone was lonely, he stayed a while longer than he needed to. He wanted people to feel seen, and for a time, they did. But people are strange creatures. What comforts one can offend another. What one calls kindness, another calls weakness. When he spoke honestly, some people said he was too blunt. When he stayed quiet, others said he was cold. When he tried to help, a few said he was interfering. No matter how carefully he chose his words, someone always seemed disappointed. At first he tried harder. He watched people closely. He noticed what made them smile, what made them trust, what made them open their doors and their hearts. And slowly, without meaning to, he began to change his face. Not with masks at first, just small things. A softer smile for the grieving, a straighter posture for the proud, a humbler tone for those who like to feel wise. And it worked. People seemed happier with him when he showed them the version of himself they wanted to see. So he changed a little more, and a little more, until one day he realised something unsettling. People liked the faces he showed them, but very few seemed to like him. The real one. The tired man underneath who had spent so long adjusting himself that he could barely remember what his own voice sounded like. That was the day he carved his first mask. It was meant to make things easier. Just a small disguise, a helpful tool, a smiling mask for difficult conversations. When people responded warmly, he carved another. A wise one, then another, a sympathetic one. Soon the masks hung on his wall like quiet, waiting companions, and at first he still removed them when he returned home. But the days grew longer, the masks grew more convincing, and the face beneath them began to feel unnecessary. Over time, something inside him changed. Where he once listened to understand people, he now listened to study them. Where he once cared about their pain, he began to notice how easily pain could be used to gain trust. The masks no longer helped him fit in. They helped him control how others saw him. And when a person spends long enough shaping their face for others, the face underneath begins to twist in the dark. By the time he wandered into the quiet valley where people trusted easily and spoke softly, the man he had once was began to fade. All that remained was a creature who knew exactly which face people needed to see. So in that quiet valley where people trusted easily and spoke softly, the man known simply as the Many-Faced Man, no one knew where he'd come from, but everyone knew his kindness. To the grieving he appeared gentle and patient, To the proud he appeared wise and confident. To the lonely he appeared warm and understanding, and every person who met him swore they had seen his true face. "How lucky we are," the villagers would say, "to know such a good man." And perhaps that was the trick. For the many-faced man did not wear one mask, he wore as many as he needed. And each morning he stood there before a wall of hanging faces, smiling ones, humble ones, clever ones, wounded ones, and he chose whichever face the day required. If someone needed sympathy, he wore sorrow. If someone needed guidance, he wore wisdom. If someone needed admiration, he wore awe. And so the village trusted him more and more each year, never noticing that no two people described the same face. One evening, during a gathering under lantern light, something strange happened. The many-faced man laughed, but the face he was wearing did not move quite right. For a moment, a flicker, barely a breath long, the mask, it slipped. Underneath was something else, something thin, something sharp-eyed, something ugly in the way of creatures that feed on trust. A few people saw it, only a few, but once seen it could not be unseen. Whispers began. "Did you see it? I thought I imagined it. His smile looked wrong." The many-faced man noticed. He felt the shift, the subtle turning of the wind when belief begins to fracture. So the next day he wore a new face. This one was softer than all the rest, a wounded face, a misunderstood face. He lowered his eyes and spoke gently. "I am sorry," he said. "I fear people have misunderstood me. I have only ever tried to help. Some believed him instantly. After all, they had known him for years. They had trusted his kindness. Surely they had been mistaken." Others felt something twist in their stomachs, because their new face looked strange. It was almost right, but not quite. Like glass held up to the sun, transparent, and through that thin apology face, they could still see the shape beneath. The real creature, the one with too many eyes and not enough soul. From that day on, the valley changed. Some people still listened to the many-faced man. They insisted the others were cruel, suspicious, unfair, but others had seen the slip, and once light touches a mask, it becomes very hard not to notice the seams. The many-faced man still walked among them, still smiling, still choosing faces, but the light had found him now, and some people had learned that when a mask becomes see-through, the creature beneath can never truly hide. Years passed. The valley grew quieter around the many-faced man. Some still believed him, of course. There are always those who prefer the comfort of a mask to the discomfort of truth. But others no longer looked directly at him. They spoke politely, they listened carefully, yet something had changed. They no longer trusted the face he wore. And so the many-faced man began carving new masks, more convincing ones, kinder ones, sadder ones, more fragile ones that trembled with wounded innocence. But something strange had begun to happen. The masks were no longer enough. Even when people believed him, they kept a distance now, a small space between them and the man who seemed to change too easily. For the first time in many years, the many-faced man began to feel something he had not expected. Loneliness. He tried wearing the face of a friend, and people nodded, politely. He tried wearing the face of a victim, and some offered sympathy. But none of them came close enough to truly know him. And slowly the truth crept in, and quiet and cruel. The faces had brought him trust, once, then power, but never love. And little did he know that the more he used the masks, the lonelier he would become. So, the moral of the story is, don't wear masks, be yourself. Don't give fake apologies. Be true. And I hope you liked the story. It was kind of personal for me. And I shall see you all next time. Don't forget to watch the train. And thank you all for being here. Bye-bye.